Hello, Kiannaa Sage here for today's Vitality Repair Activation. It is Memorial Weekend. I'm here in the United States, and wherever you all are, I just want you to know that this Vitality Repair Activation is the type of activation that will work no matter whether you're watching this live or if you're watching it on recording. And the reason is because I am able to tap in and bring in other energies, and those energies will continue to clear you as long as you are open and watching. So that means that you could play this in the background and not even listen to what I'm saying, or you can actually do the activation with me. Either way, the density in your field is going to be cleared, and I'm just trying to get a spot, excuse me, because I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently than what I've done with you all in the past. And so, sorry, I keep adjusting. Okay, so there we go. So I just want to talk to you really briefly about where your vitality is and why it might feel restricted, and therefore you feel pain and or discomfort within your body. So vitality is always connected to your connection with source energy. And what is source energy? Source energy is everything, right? So when you are feeling limited in your vitality, it's always going to be in relationship to being stuck in your head, overthinking things, trying to process through things, think through things. We work through things, we process them, we do all kinds of things with our thoughts. And every time we are stuck in our head, we limit our access and availability to that source energy. And so that is where our vitality is totally connected to. Now, vitality we have in our cells and our activation of our cells and so forth. But for this little activation that we're going to be doing, which I don't think is very little, it's going to bring you back to your connection to source energy. So that's really all you need to know. So we're just going to do a short activation because I know it's a holiday weekend and there's not a lot of you on, but those of you who are joining, I appreciate it. You can watch this at any time. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect through our breath, and I'm going to bring in a couple different types of energies. But know that the collective of energies that I'm working with are already working to clear the density that is in your field that may be inhibiting your ability to connect with source energy. Because we are eating what we're eating, living where we're living, having toxic relationships that we may have, those things create density. And so the collective that I'm working with is going to be clearing that, so we have a clearer connection to source energy. The activation that I'm going to do is going to be very simple, and all you need to do is just be open to it. So I'm just going to ask you to have your feet flat on the floor, sit in whatever chair you're in, whatever space you're in, feel comfortable. If you're moving around, that's fine. If you want to engage in the breath, it's going to be 2 short breaths in, a slight pause, and then an exhale out. When you're breathing in through your breath, you want to have it come in through your belly. So it's like little belly breaths, like when you're a baby or you watch babies sleep. They always are breathing through their belly. But somehow as we get older, we get conditioned out of these belly breaths. I don't know why that happens, but it does happen. And so you just want to bring your attention back into your breath. So you could do the breaths, you could take deep breaths if you want, because I know a lot of people like to take those big inhales in and exhale out. You can do that. That takes a lot more energy. What I'm proposing is a little bit more gentle and easier to bring the energies in. So we're just going to start. It's probably going to last about 5 minutes. I don't have a timer, so I'm just going to feel it. So I'm going to be doing this along with you all. So if you just put your feet flat on the ground, you can have your hands face up or on your lap or whatever just makes you comfortable. What I don't want you to get caught in is that there's a right way and a wrong way in which you can feel this energy move. It is all about your own awareness and how and what it is that you notice. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And then the next follow-on breaths are going to be 2 short breaths in, a pause, and exhale out. Each time filling the belly. Slight pause. Exhale out. Now, as we're doing this breath, I'm going to bring in some energies. And the energy is just going to come in through the top of your crown of your head, and it's going to come out through your chest. What I want you to imagine is if there is something that you've been thinking about and you've been overthinking or maybe curious about or that has been bothering you. Maybe you've been suffering because you've been thinking about this particular something. What I want you to do now is bring that to your attention. And when you exhale, I want you to breathe it out through your chest. And you can have more than one thing that you're releasing. Now we're just going to continue this breathing for another minute. Relaxing any thoughts that come to your head, bringing them out through your heart with ease and grace. They are released. Now when I imagine this, I imagine everything being released into the hands of God and just taken in total surrender. This is actually surrendering exercise. So now I'm going to bring in a different type of energy, and you're going to feel it again coming through the crown, and it's going to go throughout your entire body, all the way through your feet. And I just want you to continue breathing and notice what it is that you notice. The beautiful thing about energy is that it's completely and totally, utterly limitless. And as we tap into that source energy, we too are limitless. So when we let go of the mind and our thoughts and surrender with ease, these things start to transform, and they transform our entire lives, our entire way of being. And so just an easy breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And it doesn't have to take forever. I think a lot of people get stuck in that meditation has to be something that's arduous or difficult. But just a few breaths, a couple minutes, a releasing, a reconnection into source energy without getting stuck in our head. We just release through our heart and surrender the energies that we've been holding on to that are keeping us stuck. And earlier today, I had a client call me, and they were in a severe amount of pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, they said they were at a 10. And these simple breaths really do take us into the limitlessness that we have the capacity to be a part of. But when we're in excruciating pain, and the pain can come from being sore from an exercise, it can be from a relationship that didn't go the way that we thought it should go or wanted it to go. It could just be the painful thoughts that we have that we don't even realize that we're holding on to. And if we can just surrender them to the powers that be, our life becomes immensely more easier to guide and to enjoy, and the pain can go away because the pain literally will transmute in source energy. And that's what I experienced with my client that went from a 10 to a 0.5 by the time we got off the call. And so this simple exercise is about surrendering that as well for you. So you can watch this video as often as you want. The energies start clearing from the moment that you click on it and hear my voice until the moment that this live channel ends. And so the energies, because they are limitless, means that they are open to anybody who is willing and open to receive. And because you're watching this, the energies then take that as an authorization to begin the clearing. So I hope you enjoyed this brief, warm holiday vitality repair activation. I like to keep these ones short so people can watch them over and over. And I wish you all a nice day. Enjoy your Sunday, and thank you for joining. And you know, what you may notice in the days to come is that the density will still be less. The only way you could pick up more density is, you know, moving through life. It's part of life. So if you want less density, you can watch this repair, or you can book a session. Right now I'm doing Monday donation Mondays. I'm still really enjoying them, and as long as there are people booking on donation Mondays, I'm going to continue to offer them. And those are essentially whatever you feel comfortable paying for a 30-minute session, and you determine that. There's no judgment either way of what you pay. It's about the experience and exposure and expanding our consciousness one person at a time. So cheers to being in sync, and have a great day. Bye.